frigate and they're in Calgary.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm slightly tempted to wake up my dad and be like, "Hey, you want to make an investment that you could possibly flip?"
Well, hey, why? Would you want to flip it or would you want to keep it? Because
Well,
you
I'm the
probably
only Lego
won't.
collector.
You probably
I'm the
won't
only Lego
want
collector in
to.
the house, and I know I wouldn't want it for on display. I know, as far as I can see, it's only good for flipping in my eyes.
Okay. Well, it's a nice little build. Don't get me
Oh yeah,
wrong.
it's just not something I want in my personal collection though, for display or even sealed purposes, unless. Well, I guess sealed technically if I want to resell it, but still, he's asking 175.
Ooh. Now, let's say, okay, if he didn't buy it right away, he probably paid after everything 125, 130,
Right?
exchange, import, blah blah blah, depending on how he got it. Um, so it's not outrageous, but yeah, I mean, hey, they're
Yeah.
going for a lot of money. They just are.
Yeah, Bricklink says 110 basically is what it's worth.
Yep, I'm not doubting it at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Part of me wants to see if I can convince my dad, can I dummy him down? Is it worth trying?
Well, here's the thing. So you buy it. How long would you sit on it?
I don't know, maybe a few years. I mean, like I already got some sets that I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to open it anytime soon. And I just push to the back of my mind to pretend I don't have it.
Hey, Mama Lego. Mama Lego, Mama Lego.
All right, I can share the link for this stream.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, I could have left it on the other one, but
Yeah,
I like to split it up.
makes sense.
And this is not a big build. This can't take me too long.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. See, and my lights got darker even though I have it set not to. That's funny. And it shouldn't, but it did. I bet you it's only a 2 bag build. Oh, they're printed. Nice.
What's printed?
The the detailing on the
Oh, okay.
I want to call it the upper eyelid, although that's not really what it should be called. But yeah, nice. Oh, and the dish is printed too. Actually, that makes sense. That dish would have been. And there's stickers. Oh, it's so close and yet so far.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? They printed on the two hardest parts, so I can't complain too much. That's actually pretty cool.
True.
Let's see. I don't know why I keep those rags there. The microfiber cloth rags.
I'm gonna try and make this a thing for your streams.
Are you ashamed?
No, no, I just like
Okay.
showing off my helmet because I don't know how else to show it off because people ask about it.
It's as long as you don't get too hot,
Oh
you're
no, it's fine.
welcome to. I don't want to be that guy. Oh my God, I had to Facebook say I don't have your personal contact info. I had to Facebook the police out there and try and figure things out. You get me confused. Went to. Oh yeah, when you. Sorry, Mama. Eileen took off. She got a drink. She come back and it hung up on her.
Yeah, yeah.
It probably went to something else I had recorded. It happened to me a few times on other people's streams. I go washroom or whatever. I come back like, I saw that last week. And someone had closed the stream down. I think I got in on A&A's most recent stream in the last 2 minutes or something.
Right.
And it's like, because I got no notification. Very annoying. I think.
Yeah, for my streams, people are like, "Oh yeah, I didn't know you were streaming today." I was like, "Yeah, I did. You got notifications on from what you guys had told me." And they're like, "Yeah, it did notify me." I'm like, "Really?"
No, it's getting ridiculous. I think I gotta write an app. Now the question is, what do I write it on or for? Do I make a script that could run on Chrome, let's say, common browser? Do I try and write something that could for iOS? Do I write something for Android? It, none of it would be terribly hard. I mean, Chrome might be the smartest way. Probably the least hurdles too. I mean, all I need is something that would hook into your browser on YouTube. And in
Right,
theory, it could be run on Chrome or WebKit on an iOS. It could be run on Android, but ideally Chrome on a PC. And you'd have to, okay, so you'd have to give it permission to access your account. That shouldn't be a big deal.
right.
Um, I'm talking myself into it because basically it would just be a Python script for me, not hard to write. Yeah, actually that
Sorry,
kind
Momo Lego. I just feel like a bobblehead, I guess.
of. I should make you wearing the helmet like my timeout screen when I want to go washroom. Just have a little bit. Well, you could upload videos to this that are 5 minutes long. I think. I mean,
Right, right.
there's a built-in timer. You've seen it on Jazz's stream. It counts down 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's built in. You can't talk over it apparently,
Oh, okay.
but so you can upload. That's just the stock video, but you can upload anything under 5 minutes, and it'll sit on the server apparently.
Huh.
Um, so I could use that as a time away screen or whatever. I've seen
Right,
some
right.
people do some good, make good use of it because you're so limited with this software, which drives me crazy. I mean, I had so many what I call scenes set up for if I got up or did whatever. I never used most of them, but it was fun making them. But I can't use any of that on here. I shouldn't say I can't use any of it. The software lets me upload how many? 5 minutes. Um, Max file size 200 megs. Max video length 10 minutes. Now they say max file size. They don't say how many files. So potentially I could have a number of video files, an entrance file, an exit file, an away break time, toilet file, whatever. Getting a drink file.
Right.
See, people don't do that with this software. Like, people are still asking me, how did I get like where it says right now 7596 976 wrecking ball, and that's overlapping everything.
Hmm.
I'm just using overlays. This is what's built into the software, but no one's using it. I mean, look, I put that stupid picture over your corner
It's all
there.
good. It's all good.
It's oh weird. Oh yeah, right. So that's straight up four that way, and this way. But it's like no one's doing it. Do I have the banner here? I could have that run. Doesn't interfere with anything.
Yeah, when I was doing the review for the gardens, I wanted to see if I could slap together something that I could like basically I was trying to pull what the bigger YouTubers do is make a little stand that can rotate to show off the minifigures without having the hands in the way.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah. So
so
this is the
so you
slap
made
together.
so you made something with Lego. So just to twist the minifigures around.
Yeah.
So I'll show you. Actually, this was my project. Well, you've
It's
seen
just a nice slap together.
you've seen this before, I think, but I'll show you what I've been doing the last few years. So I got this, which is a rotating dish. I don't know what you pay
Mhm.
for it. $30, $50, whatever. You plug it in. It's got a little switch, and it goes one way. It's kind of dumb though. Sometimes it'll turn the other way, so I got to turn it off, turn it back on, and see if it goes. It's got a dumb motor. Now this, and I actually right in the center. I don't know if you can see it. I got a little square with pencil. It doesn't show up too much.
Okay.
And when I screw with my lighting, you can't see the pencil.
Hmm.
And then what I do for the sets, I just repainted this. Oh, look at how it's screwed with my lights. So I put that on top, and now I've got something that can accommodate bigger sets, bigger surfaces. I put the
Mhm.
Death Star on this. I put the Falcon on this. It rotated on it. My desk at the time can accommodate it. Ooh, smells like fresh paint still. I had to repaint it the other day because under these lights it came out really yellow. It
Really?
aged well because it was flat white originally when I painted because it used to. That's the wood it looked like.
Oh wow.
$10 at IKEA. It's a Lazy Susan, and I ripped out the original turntable, and of course you can see where I oversprayed originally, but the flat white, just wasn't holding up anymore. And I only had, actually, I got it right here. I can reach it. Rust-Oleum 2X white paint with sealer or something or other.
Hmm.
And this I had left over from, believe it or not, I painted my bicycle tires.
Huh.
This stuff is very bright white and very reflective. There we go. So we're going to see. I'm going to try this tomorrow. I literally one night, which it was Monday after work, I took it outside on the balcony, sprayed it in the dark. I put one of my lights outside so I could see. And it was cold. You're not supposed to spray in the cold, but I figured I'm only going to spend 3 minutes. Turn it. And I had this on, so the whole time it's slowly turning as I'm painting, which was kind of cool. And then the fumes came into the place. My daughter and wife, they're all complaining. I closed the door. I left it out there overnight. In the morning, I brought it inside, left it here. When I came home to Tuesday after work, I looked at him. Uh-oh. It looked like it developed a skin. I don't know if it dried to itself or to the wood and to the previous paint. I really don't know. So you're not supposed to spray in the cold. So I let it sit for 2 days. Um, I can handle it now. It's not tacky anymore. I think it's cured. So tomorrow I'll try it for the first time. I hope it works.
Right.
See, this is closer to, well, it was the same paint originally that was on the turntable that was on this. And this is aging now. And while to you this looks pretty white, to me it's looking kind of yellow under some of
Hmm.
these lights. So I'm hoping that helps.
Okay.
I will know tomorrow. Well, so will the rest of the world because you'll see it in a video or not. But yeah, I'm always, getaways of getting things done. But the original wood Lazy Susan,
Right.
$10 IKEA, and then I would just rotate it with my hand. I tried to keep my fingers out of view, and then I got smart at one point. I put a screw underneath it, and I put a string on it, and I would wind it up a few times, and I would pull the string slowly, and it would unwind, and it would rotate. I would get 2 or 3 full rotations on it. Sometimes the string would jam, and I'd have to reset the video, but you do what you got to do, right?
True. True.
Eventually, I ordered the cheap rotating dish from China, and I was so glad I did too. What a difference that thing made. But there's a lot of tricks. And then what I'll do is, when I used to do a lot of photography with that, I would sit there and depending on how I set the white balance, I could make the thing almost completely disappear. It's a little harder with video, but with photography, stills, it's really easy.
Right. So I think I understand what was going on, but what exactly was going on that you were donating to OBR for?
Oh, donating to OBR?
Yeah, yeah. It was like for trying to convince him to shave off his eyebrows or something like that.
No, not OBR. Brickwiz.
Oh, that's who that was. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, no, Brickwiz. So I was in one stream and a couple of dum-dums, and it wasn't a big stream, whatever it was. And someone was saying, oh, Brickwiz has got a bigger stream. Well, yeah, he does. So what? But I ended up going over there. And then I wanted to derail things. So someone had talked about, Brickwiz was talking about charity and about raising money and stuff, like things he would do. Because
Okay.
in other people's live streams where he's participated, it's usually for charity stuff. So someone had mentioned something that in he if he would do it, and then someone said eyebrows, and then I said, how much? What about one eyebrow? Because shaving both your eyebrows is even, and a lot of people might not notice, especially if you got fair hair or light colored hair. But if you shave one eyebrow, you look pretty retarded. You look pretty dumb. I know a lot of people don't like that word retarded, but I got plenty of handicapped people in my family, so
Right.
I'm gonna say it and get away with it. But and the thing is, he knows from past experience because the way I've donated, I have no problem donating a lot of money to get people to do stupid stuff because for me it's funny because I've done it on Beyond the Brick and a few other things. Not Beyond the Brick. Is it Beyond the Brick with Joshua Hanlon? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Beyond the Brick with the red and yeah, with the wall that breaks down. Um, oh, and I put these on wrong too. Look at that. They don't give me a brick separator in this set. Cheap buggers. There we go. I've only got about 200 of them available, so
Oh yeah.
they're never far. I tell you, I'm going to make videos of all the stupid uses. By the way, this is great door stops. Jam them in wherever. Yep.
I'm tempted just for the sake of doing it and just going to my Lego store and buying like maybe 10 of the quote unquote poly bags that are brick separators.
Isn't it funny when you see them there?
Oh
And
yeah.
I always wondered, has anyone ever bought one? I would love to be that person and go, yeah. But you know what? Hey, there's someone who hasn't gotten a good set yet, a big enough set. Because look, clearly this wasn't one that would have it.
Yeah.
200 whatever pieces, so no bricks separated there. I wonder what the magic number is. At what point do they think it's warranted to put one of those in there? Curious.
How much are those poly bags again for the
It,
brick separators?
it's like $5. It can't be more than that, right? I mean, it's literally one piece.
Because I'm trying to think, what if I tried pulling the stupid and just save up to buy their entire stock?
Why would you want to? Just for a video?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, if you're going to do that, then here's what you're also going to have to do. You got to buy it in pennies.
Oh yeah.
Canadian pennies, hard to find now, I'm sure, but you got to buy it in pennies because I think that would just be hilarious. I've been wanting to buy these brick separators for so long, and you come with a nice leather bag. It's got to be like a velvet bag. I could probably find a bag from some bottle of liquor somewhere because some nice bottles come with the velvet bag at Christmas. And I tell you, that would be funny to send it to you so you could walk in with a big bag of pennies.
You would fund that video, okay?
Oh my God, that would be so cool.
It all just comes down to if I can convince them to let me film in the store for once again.
Oh no, you're going to have to outright be sneaky. For sure.
Pennies are
'Cause,
no longer legal $10 or tender or whatever.
yeah, It's funny. I know in Toronto, when some stores tried to stop accepting cash, I tell you, see, that's technically illegal. And some people made a real stink about it here, and it was making all the news locally.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, they're not. No one is supposed to ever be able to refuse cash from you. It's legal tender in this country.
Right.
They're not supposed to even be able to refuse the small stuff, like, oh, it's too much small stuff. Like, no, this is money. If you can prove it's counterfeit, that's one thing. But otherwise, you can't refuse it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I've waited in lines a few times, and I've seen people bring a little cart full of Lego sets, and the employee he's like coming around asking, "Okay, what are you here to buy?" Like, just so we can get it ready. And it's like, what are you planning on doing with those sets? Oh, I want to exchange them and such. And he tells them the whole spiel about, oh, if you do that, we're gonna have to put it on uh, in the back for 2 weeks. Yada, yada, yada. Personally, me, I'm thinking, yeah, this is standard procedure. Why are you telling me this? If I was in that guy's shoes,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It's interesting because I haven't seen anybody be refused from doing that, but they make it such a big deal. I don't know. Oh, $3 a piece?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Now you got me thinking.
Now it's possible. Okay.
Just gotta work off that gardens debt and then raise about maybe $200. That should be
Uh,
good, right?
I'd love to, even if you were to buy one, just to go in there and be that super excited person. Like, you have one. I've been looking everywhere for one. Yeah.
I'd have to do it when it's not so busy. Maybe that's why they. I don't know. Then I could definitely goof off and such, and I have to worry because I feel like some staff are more grumpy than usual at certain shifts. So,
And it's funny, because everyone thinks, oh, working at Lego is the greatest job in the world. They're not all happy people.
mm-mm.
Well, I mean, they got lives and problems like everyone else.
Yeah.
I tell you though, as far as I know, even when stores were closed, the Lego employees never went without, eh? They were always paid. They never
Hmm.
had to go on government money. So Lego, as far as I know, took care of all their employees.
That's good.
Unless someone tells me different, factually. But that was my understanding, because I had read that in enough places that I believe it, which I thought was super cool. Because there's definitely a lot of companies that were able to coast and didn't have to lay off people if they didn't want to. And then some just said, oh, well, if I can't open, they're all going home. Screw them. They can fend for themselves with the government. It's like, thanks a lot. Because I think that's really, really, really sucky.
Hmm. I mean, like a part of me wants to be allowed to film in there, but on the other hand, if I'm gonna ask to work there, I don't want to have a bad reputation from them because I've been asking them to let me film for YouTube purposes.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Screwing with a little bit of my settings there.
Okay.
So now I notice a difference. I don't know if the world does.
Hmm.
That's another pro. Oh, that is the coolest little figure. This little mouse guy,
Oh, okay.
the
Okay.
pilot. He's so cool and unique to the set.
True that.
But look at this beautiful printed piece. That is
Oh yeah,
amazing.
that looks nice.
I mean, that's something that I don't know why, but I would probably order 6 or 10 of them from a Bricklink store.
Okay.
Here's the thing: you get pieces like this that are printed, especially one-offs, where this probably never going to be used again. That is a great thing to sit on for future consideration, just for parts. I know people don't do a lot of part investing; they think of sets and figures. But there are some parts that go for a lot of money because they can't be found later.
Yeah.
because someone somewhere is going to want one. And imagine if you cornered the market and you bought up, 20 or 50 of them in Canada. Now, of course, you'd have to be smart and somehow make ordering them make sense to you because the shipping would destroy you.
Right.
But a lot of people got these discounted. So there might be, you know, this one I did not get discounted at all. I'm pretty sure I don't even have any of these cheap. Bastions were super cheap, and the Reinhardt Diva sets were super cheap on and off many times, but I'm pretty sure Wrecking Ball wasn't one of the ones I got heavily discounted ever.
Yeah, I'm on my Lego. I have.
And I built this wrong already. Oh, I'm the only one who hasn't.
Yeah, that's why I'm not mentioning it as anything as best as I can.
I'm never going to be able to watch them Friday just because what my wife and daughter do between work and school on Friday, even though I'm home all day and I absolutely could. We watch it as a family right now.
Yeah.
So I haven't been watching it. And yeah, that's my sad story. Boo hoo, I don't have to work Friday and I still can't watch it. I probably just have to watch it anyway just so I can be done with it. But I don't know if I'm going to like it enough to watch them twice and again with the family. That's the biggest problem.
Hmm. So yeah, when it comes to my gift card plan, because like in the 15th to the 20th, I think they have a Ninjago buggy that you can get with purchases of $40 or more. So
Okay.
my train of thought is okay, put $30 on the gift card to get the aux envelope just for the sake of having it. Sit on that until the 14th. Wait in line, get it, and possibly use points to make it 40. But the only flaw with that plan is the set I want to get is extremely popular, mainly for the figures that's included in the set. And so
Okay.
my Lego store gets their shipments in on Thursday, and the promo's on a Monday, I think.
Right.
So if they get a shipment of the set I'm wanting on Thursday the week before, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they sell out. What am I gonna do? And so
Yeah.
a part of me is thinking, okay, get a different Ninjago set for $40, and then when they get in the set and back in stock, go and exchange it. Like they should let me do that, hopefully.
God, it's so
But
much trouble.
yeah.
So Mama was asking about Shield. Um, Shield
Oh,
was a TV series on ABC in the states
yeah.
that covered the Shield organization. I can't remember what the letters stand for anymore, but it's an organization that in the comic books at one point became the governing force for the Avengers and other stuff. Um, I would recommend trying to find a source to watch the Shield TV series. First 3 years were good. I stopped watching after the first three, though.
Yeah.
I found it hard to watch after that.
Oh, I got the answer to the question of what it stands for.
Oh, do you?
Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division.
Okay, sounds about right. I mean, for me, it used to be just Nick Fury's, police force. I mean, because that's what it was to me all the years when I was collecting the comic books.
Right.
Ooh, where does this go?
$85 for the gift with purchase. No, you're thinking of the Ox, or yeah. Like I only want the envelope that you can get with a purchase with a gift card of $20 or more. That's what the Brick Fan is saying. So get a gift card with $30. Get the special little envelope for that. Sit on the gift card until the 14th. Get the Ninjago set, which has a requirement of $40 in order to get the promo. And I don't even really like the promo. I'm just getting it for the sake of it's content basically. It's content I can work with that's current.
Oh my goodness.
Like I'm at that point now where as soon as I review the Titan mech and the blind bag and like the one or two other things, I don't have anything that's quote unquote current.
So you should come to Toronto. If you want to build stuff, you can come build stuff.
Oh yeah.
My wife is bugging me so much. So actually, I'll show you. She built. Let's see this. Okay.
Was that elves?
Yeah. So
Okay.
this was a set I bought for my daughter because we have the first three waves,
Right.
and I'm convinced this is a duplicate set. And my daughter is convinced it's probably a duplicate set. But it was sitting around her room. And when she had all my Lego a couple months ago, this set was amongst them. But it's not because it was in my collection, it was in her room. And there's some other stuff here, part of the same set.
Hmm.
Neat little builds. Um, but yeah, I need to check and see if that's a duplicate set or not. The thing is, I know people don't want to talk about it, but sooner or later, Lego's going to switch the minifigures to the dolls.
Oh no.
Lego can only keep the patent on the minifigure so long.
Hmm.
And I'm thinking the current minifigure that we like is what, from 1978 or something. So the mini doll will of course give them another 30 years or whatever it is on the patent. So, but it's a different design. So when whatever it is on the first one runs out, I bet you they switch to the mini doll. And think, we've already got a mixture of the two types. Lego, the Lego Movie, the first one or
Okay.
the second one. The second one has the crossovers. And yeah. I don't know if that figure's in here though. Shoot. Is there a mini doll figure in here? No. This is the house though. Cool set by the way. House that turns into a rocket ship.
I wanted to get that, but I just never could.
Yeah, no, that was good. That one I got cheap too. I was lucky. I don't get them all cheap, but that one I got cheap. Um, you watch and whatever, I don't know, 10 years or whatever it's going to be. If it's Star Wars or Avengers, I bet you we're going to be using the mini doll. And some people are going to hate it so
Oh,
much. I've seen customs done really nice though. But some people are really going to. Can you imagine your Ninjagos using the mini doll?
don't.
It hurts, right? It
No.
hurts. With legs that don't separate. By the way, the mini doll legs don't separate, as far as
I
I know.
know. I got
Yeah.
the triple decker couch mech mainly for the fact of I wanted the triple decker couch build. Um, and so that came with a mini doll. It's my first and only mini doll figure.
Really?
Yeah, and I hope to keep it that way as long as I can.
Oh, like $85 for the gift with purchase. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for the
Well,
ops.
at least you got the right. I mean, that's the coolest figure.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, that's the one I was thinking of actually.
I think apparently in every set she came in, she came with that rubbery hairpiece as well.
Yeah, that
$40
sounds right.
Valentine. That's until the 14th though. I was debating. Okay, what way could I pull a scam to double up? I'm like, no, let's not put myself in more debt here. Let's not. Let's not.
Yeah, be smarter than everyone else in this scene.
I mean, like, it's just a brick built chocolate box and a heart. Like, the only thing exclusive about it is the packaging, I guess.
Yeah, well, as a collectible, that's enough, right?
Oh yeah,
Um, just having sometimes the figure and then you get the figure with the specialized packaging. It's like
yeah.
people want it in that specialized packaging. Let's say they were to re-release the Nebulon. Now, I think it should. I think there's a lot of people who would buy it. It's a great build. But there's a section of people who will say it doesn't matter if it's not in that box. Yeah. If it's not in that box, then they don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what? If it's all Lego, it's the same build. What do you care? There's people with the attitude, no, I want it in that box. It's cardboard. It means nothing. It means something to them. The same people who like autographs, to me, got that same mentality. That box, it's got to be perfect. Got to be this. Got to have it in that box. Hmm. That's why I don't care about reissues. Reissues are great. I think they're great for people. It's the speculators who cry the most. And while I
Oh
play
yeah.
both sides, I am 90% on the side of the builder. Speculators be damned. Speculators ruin too much.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm of the mindset anyone should be able to go buy a toy,
Yeah.
not just those with the biggest credit cards. That's what it really comes down to. The games and shenanigans that I played last year collecting a lot of this stuff. It's like I got a big credit card. you know, I can buy cars on my credit card. Well, that also means I can buy any Lego set at any time. Go charge it. Oh, I'm negotiating with someone. PayPal, whatever I want. And problem is, it's bad. It's a bad mentality
Mm-hmm.
because then you end up buying stuff you would not normally buy, not just because it's expensive. You would because you start justifying everything. You go, oh, maybe I'll flip it. That's that thinking gets expensive quick.
I've
When you
had
go
to.
when you go from builder to speculator, your pockets better get deeper.
Oh yeah. For me when it comes to rebooting my channel to become a Lego channel, and then Mario was releasing, I hated the theme at first. I hated it. I think it should have been minifigures, and then as I guess the thing that converted me was the fact of how many views I was getting off of any kind of Mario video, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, okay, maybe this is worth investing. And then when I got it in hand, I was like, yeah, this is a pretty cool product. But then I found myself looking at the comments section of people who are like, hey, can you get this set for review? And it was like a $50 set. And for me, I would have preferred just getting an Ninjago $50 set than a Mario set that I'd just iffy on. But I was in that mentality thinking, it'll get me a lot of views, it'll get me subs.
And
And that's one thing when it comes to the second wave that I've gotten myself out of, I'd like to think. Because yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff, but I'm not getting everything. Because I'd rather be investing in stuff that I actually want. Like, yeah, I'll get the power up packs and the blind bags and the one actual set, but I'm not spending $70 just to get the special one.
well, here's something you may want to consider. If Mario is hot for you, even if you don't want to collect them all,
I know, I know. My dad's
you
telling me.
could buy it, do your thing, sell them.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: a lot of the big guys, not everyone's keeping the stuff you see,
Okay.
and even Brixie has sold stuff. Ryan sells stuff. Mandar, right? He, some of the biggest guys don't keep everything they review. They buy it, review it for content, and then they do whatever. Especially if it's stuff that's outside of their wheelhouse. That like Mandar Productions, he likes Star Wars. He builds other stuff. Does he keep it? Not always. Maybe more lately he keeps, but he's admitted he'll sell stuff or he'll
Hmm.
buy something just for the review, just for the video, for the content. And then
Hmm.
after you got the content, then you got to decide, well, am I going to keep it now? Or am I going to recoup some of the funds or all the funds? Maybe you can make deals with people. There are people absolutely willing to buy the set at a 10% hit or whatever off if you buy it new, you build it new, you take care of it, you give them the complete box, manual, everything when you're done with it. They don't mind building it used if they know it's all there and it's clean and whatever. A lot of guys do that way.
Hmm.
You would not be the first. And you get the benefit of having your content. You just got to find some like minded people who are willing to help you out that way.
Yeah, I'm not the kind of person that like gets out there and talks to people normally. I'm antisocial, yet I'm social at the same time. Like I want to be social, but the way I am, I just am antisocial. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
Your elf set does have 2 Pegasus. Yeah, I don't know the number off the top of my head, but I think I've got 2 of these sets because we're convinced in the file box up there where I got my daughter's Zip-the-Lock collection of them now that she built one previously. Too much of this feels familiar.
Hmm.
So, yeah, Mama was saying 2 Pegasus for the set. I got some stickers to put on this, so I'm just using eh,
Technique.
my technique. I tell you though, you get a big piece like this, it makes life so easy.
Hmm.
Round edge stickers. Oh, these are the worst. Damn you, Lego. I mean, the good news is they only go on one way, but I gotta have it look good too. Hmm. Lego is so funny the way they print
Hmm.
a label. The entire black area is the shape of the piece. Actually, that's the biggest hint when you're wondering how big is it related to the part. Usually, the overspray or the extra print is legitimately the size of the element.
Hmm.
Because sometimes it's hard to tell. Like remember when I was doing the plaque stickers, it's
Yep.
like those were so hard. The, the layout of the sticker on the paper is kind of the hint to how big it is. But this is wretched. Okay, not perfect, but very acceptable.
I keep looking at the Lego Brickhead's dogs, the German Shepherd, and I'm just like, do I buy it just for the sake of its being Lego dogs, or do I wait for them to release a version of the Lego dog that I actually want, like a Pomeranian? Like, would
Well,
they go out and actually do that? Is what I'm wondering.
oh, I mean that's a money decision. It sounds like for you.
Yeah, because like
And
I
you just
love the
and you,
idea of Lego dogs. It's just the fact of like, do I invest in the German Shepherd and then end up kicking myself later if they end up making the Pomeranian, or do I wait for them to make a Pomeranian?
see. I love the fact that Lego's trying new things.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's a toughie. Well, it's like I made a decision. I wanted, for sure, the bonsai tree. I
Oh yeah.
want I want the bouquet, but I'm gonna get my financial advisor to approve it. Especially if she's gonna start building my sets, which she's kind of has now. She's kind of seeing what I get out of it, and she's liking it a lot, and that's fine. But it means like now she's got to make some of those decisions too. I can't be the only one because it's an expensive hobby, and I literally have a backlog that could last me 20 years, depending on how I build. But it's like she's plowing through stuff, and I was pointing to her, like the stuff in the cabinet is very stressful for me because I haven't documented anything she's done, and I want to take my pictures and little videos of it, even if I haven't built it, just so I can out of sight, out of mind, and let's get it done, and then it won't be part of my backlog anymore.
Mom Lego, I saw the leaks for them, and honestly, the parrot one looks like the better one out of those two.
You think so?
Yeah, the fish, it does like you'd think it come in like a brick built fish bowl or something. I don't know.
See, I was disappointed. See, the bowl is the tough part. Um, when fish in a bottle, ship in a bottle. I'm not a fan of the bottle, and like it's cool that you get to build it, but the best ones I've seen are the people who have transplanted into some nice bottles that cut out the bottom. And if you're really good with acrylic glues and stuff, you can glue glass back together in such a way, and you can do some neat stuff. Um, but yeah, that glass built bottle, brick built bottle looks like trash to me. It's one reason I haven't been in a real rush to build it. It's like,
If I ever got my hands on the ship in the bottle, I'd want to see if there's a way where I could recreate it because I play a game called Team Fortress 2, and the
yep.
demo man, one of his melee weapons is a whiskey bottle.
Oh wow.
So, and like if you press the taunt button, he drinks from it, of course, whether it's smashed or not. It's interesting, and so a part of me wants to see, can I recreate that going off of the blueprint of the ship in a bottle idea?
Yeah. See, I wonder if some of those bottles, or some of those parts are unique to that set.
It
I don't.
might be.
If it is, that's gonna suck.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's definitely some great parts, all those clear parts there. Yeah, actually, Mom, I agree with Mom. I've seen someone else. They took the ship in the bottle set, took the bottle, and used it as a vase. Sorry,
Yeah,
used 60% of the build, and it's like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think I saw Astron Flash do that.
I don't have a problem with taking Lego and using outside stuff though. So like using a nice plastic or glass piece for it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's absolutely great if you can stick to pure Lego all the time for everything. But I think the flowers and the botanicals are something that's so cool that if it looks good enough, we can cheat a little and it'll look great.
Mm-hmm.
Add
I'm
that
tempted.
extra dimension that makes people wonder, is that real?
I'm tempted. Like I'm still having a debate in my head if I should spend the money or not to buy the roses
Oh,
for
the $16 ones.
yeah, just for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
friend. You know.
Well, while they're not the botanicals, I think they're nice enough that
Oh yeah.
they should absolutely be included in the same, thought space of if you're collecting the flowers, you should be collecting those too, because I think they're good. I tell you, if they go on sale, I'm going to clean up on them. Like, just done. Buy a lot of them.
Hmm. Yeah, it's going to be a popular thing next month. I expect them to sell out. Like they are currently sold out online, but apparently they're not sold out in some stores. But that's going to change. I'm sure. Thing is, for my situation, I'm just like, do I invest that kind of money for this friend as a gift? I mean, like, I don't know. For
Well,
me,
why not? It's a friend,
well,
right?
well, I'd like to say it might be complicated for myself. I don't know. Mixed feelings, I guess, on the situation. Not the best at reading people's emotions, I guess, or signals or whatever. So I end up misreading stuff sometimes.
I mean, if you think it's going to be too awkward or get misconstrued or not end up the way you think, hey, you got time to think about it, right?
Supposedly, yeah.
Aha. Cool.
Oh, bag one basically does most of the build, it seems.
Yeah, it's pretty much done. I mean, there isn't a lot else to go on here. Oh no, sticker on that horrible piece. If I knew that. Hmm, you dirty, dirty, dirties. Oh, that is so bad. That is so bad. And if I yank it out, what's going to happen? Hopefully nothing. Uh, oh, that is so bad. It's a circle with a circle die cut. No.
Oh yeah, the Boulder Blaster had that kind of sticker, and
Yeah.
I put it on and then I realized, oh no, it's got the piece that it's on. It's a Technic thing, and I was like, oh no, what if I didn't align it correctly? The only saving grace is that I didn't have to worry because the thing you connects to wasn't this Technic thing. Here, let me just. I can't explain it, but I can show it.
Now there's two ways to put this on. And one way is you take the entire sticker off, turn it upside down in your hand, take the piece with the axle. Now if I do this wrong, I'm going to look so stupid online here. But, okay. So like this, and it should be perfect. Because if you do it the other way, for sure you never get it aligned, eh?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I didn't push down and that was horrible. So that's got to come off. No, no, oops, 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 oops. That's horrible. And it's off. Oh, boys. This is horrible. Okay. Oh, yuck. Yep. I hate you, Lego. This is so bad. Although I tell you, this screwdriver's making it better. Now I'm lucky that I don't think there's an alignment issue here, because this I'm pretty sure spun freely.
Mm-hmm.
No, it doesn't. Not when it's in there. I'm gonna have the same problem you had. Yeah, because yeah, see, it won't spin freely.
See, for my case, it was pretty forgiving because of the piece that it used. I could just move it and correct
So,
it.
and there's a top. Yep. Okay. Well, I caught it. That would have been bad. See, now I had a similar experience. One of the Star Wars sets. When you're
Mm-hmm.
doing the inside of one of the thrusters, you're putting. Oh, it was one of the arc fighters, I think,
Okay.
or it was or one of the stealth fighter, one or the other. It's one of the obscure fighters that I have in my collection, and you have to do two of these. Horrible. There we go. There we go. Bad, bad, bad. So bad. As long as I get this piece up, I'll be okay with however it looks, I think. Oh, see, it won't lay down. Wow. That is. I haven't pushed it down yet, but
Oh,
pretty good. Yeah, I'll try and even level it out in my hand, but it doesn't get any better than that. There's just no way.
that kind of stuff should be printed.
Honestly, it's like they saved my butt on the big dish and stuff, and but no, not on that one. It's like you dirty, dirty. And honestly, like with this set, I mean, it's not perfect, but it is so close. Um, you can really ruin it. And if you're a little kid and you're doing this, 9+, if you're 9 or younger, it's going to look like ass. And, what if you're a parent and you don't do this kind of stuff? Your kid's going to be disappointed when you make it look like ass.
Yep.
Mommy, you screwed it up. Mommy won't want to buy Lego anymore. She'll buy other toys where you don't have to do this shit. Seriously. Well, I mean, Christmas morning when I was a kid, the year I got most of the Kenner Star Wars stuff, I couldn't play with it all day because my dad had to build it. Not that there was a lot of building to them, but there was some. And there was decals and the cardboard with some of them, like the big Death Star from Kenner, which was like 3-floor dollhouse kind of thing with a gun on it.
Mhm.
I mean, it was wicked. I didn't get to play with it that first day. I don't even think I played with it the first weekend. I mean, there was so much stuff my dad had to do. But the problem is my dad was as much into the crap as I was or more. So for him, I mean, it was an experience too. He got as much out of Christmas as I did in that way.
Right.
All right, that's a pretty good job. Now I need to figure out how I screw this up. Put it back together. Oh, I think it was this and this. Oh, I don't recall now. Shoot. I'm hoping it was this. Ah, see, that piece spun freely, but not that. All right. And if we put this on. Okay, so that orange piece. I've done something wrong. What are the odds one of those is extra?
Oh, does it say that you got to build the next bag yet?
Yeah, basically, if I take this guy and put him in, I'm done for this part of the build. Oh, wait. Put the guy in, drop that in, close that. Yeah, so basically, I'm at the end of the bag. I got a 1x2 and a bushing. The bushing
Hmm.
I'm not worried about. The 1x2 is likely a mistake.
I've been seeing a lot of people's Facebook posts of them building the gardens, them showing off the extra pieces, and there'd be the odd like 1x2 jumper tile or whatever, and they're thinking, is this supposed to be an extra? People would tell them, no, it's not. You probably messed up. But for my case, I got the only thing I can call it is a rainbow piece because they used it in the CMF as a rainbow. Um, you know what I mean? That
Yeah.
piece. So I built that section where that piece is in, and I looked at the table of contents in the instructions to see how many of that piece there was supposed to be. 4. Why do I have 5 then?
Yeah. No, that sounds wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate this because I got to deconstruct to see. Nope. That's right. That's right. Because the orange bits are hidden. Fortunately, there's not a lot. So going back to, okay, so that's bag 2. No orange piece, no orange piece, no orange piece, no, no. 2 of them, but I can account for both. The one that's hidden there and that one. So I got them both. Not that I want an extra orange. Okay, where's the dish? Where? Okay, 2. There's 2 behind there. Okay. 2 there, 2. So 2, 2, 2. Geez, we might actually have an authentic extra piece. Because, yeah, those I can account for. 1 underneath. Okay, so that's there. I know that's there. I'm good.
Yeah, because like another thing that people were saying is like there's no way there's that many extra pieces compared to like the UCS Millennium Falcon, and apparently that is the case that there is that many extra pieces from the Gardens, more than the Falcon. And
There we go. Check that out.
oh,
I popped off what is probably at step 4. Look, there's a gap.
oh yeah,
Ta-da! Yep, time and again. It's rare,
oh yeah,
but at least it's a small build. Look, I only had to go through like 20 pages or something to
yeah,
figure
true.
that out. So if I've done this right, let's see. Oh no, do you know what I've done though?
What?
When I pulled this crap out earlier, I screwed up the internal mechanism. No,
Fun. Now you got to take it apart and do it all over again.
something. That's okay. I only have to go about halfway down. Oh, there we go.
Oh, by the way, you remember when I was talking about how I thought it would be cheaper to buy the Lego VIP coins from a reseller?
Yep.
I looked on eBay the other day to see how much the castle one was going for, and I'd like to retract my statement.
Really?
Yeah,
That bad?
$300.
Oh, shoot.
I saw as high as 500 as well. And so I'm like, okay, spend $300 just to get the points, or you can spend 300 plus shipping to get just the coin.
Oh no.
Well, it does come in a special plastic case as well, but still, it's just. I'd like to retract my statement so far that it's just. I was wrong. I was dreaming.
There were lots left over on Sesame Street.
Yeah.
So I got it working again. That looks a
Oh, that's
little
good.
obscene. But, and
So that
apparently,
really begs the question of okay, if I can't buy it from a reseller, now I have to really pick and choose out of the two that I want to get. I want to get the classic Lego logo coin, and then I want to get the classical space one. So I have to pick and choose between those two because if my theory is correct, they're releasing one a month because Pirate's releasing next month. So,
I'm glad I'm not into that. I don't have to stress.
well, I want to get one of each kind of VIP logo slapped item, and I've done
Ooh.
decent
Okay,
so
this
far.
is a bad build. Check this out. When I put the lid all the way down, there's so much resistance. It barely pops up at the figure. Just
Oh
barely.
wow.
And okay, well, it's not that he's soft. I wouldn't say he's soft. It's not like he's got a Yoda head or anything. So he's not rubbery like that. But you could very easily muck up his ears or the paint on his head, I think. So I don't think I would pop him up too often against this lid that's got a lot of resistance.
Mm-hmm.
There's ways they could have done that with less resistance. It's the lid, though.
Oh, Brick Hive got the coin. Okay. Yeah, well, another thing I hear people complaining about now is like the coin comes in its own display case. I've already redeemed my points for the 5 coin placeholder display case, so I can either put all the coins in the big one singular thing of a display case and have all the individual ones left aside, or just yeah, it's a mess for people who are in that situation.
No, I get that. Shoot.
I mean, like it's nice that the coins come in their own individual display thing, but it causes problems.
Uh, the
I mean, like
heads.
I do, yet I don't agree with the pricing for points that they're asking. Like, yeah, it makes sense of what you're getting, but at the same time, that's outrageous. It's unfair.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
How could you demand so much money for me to spend when I have so little budget?
Oh, hey, here's something. So I'm debating the Porsche. I took
Okay.
a look at those photos, and it looks okay. It doesn't look great to me, but I do like Porsches, so I don't know.
Right.
Um, but yeah, this new Porsche build looks kind of cool. Plus, you get to build two. And to me, the value in any set that gives you two builds like the Mustang,
Hmm.
I think is great.
Oh yeah.
It's a shame you can't build them both at the same time, but it's neat that
Yeah.
you could build it the way you want to build it, or build them both. Build it, and see, for me, it's build the one you don't like first, and then you get to build the one you do like. Because that's what I'm going to do with the Mac Anthem truck. I'm going to build the garbage truck or whatever it is first. Then I'm going to build the one I want to keep and put on display.
Wait, I'm just thinking. Wait, Mama Lego, were you referring to the Brick Hive got the coin and the display case, like the two individual things? That's just replaying that question in my and that statement in my mind right now. And I'm thinking, is that what you're meaning? Because so, I'd like to go back and see. Was that on his stream? If that is what you were meaning, and if so, how far into his stream?
Excuse me.
Because I want to see what that looks like, just for fun.
Here, I'm going to let you entertain the masses. And I'm going to turn
Okay.
my mic off for a sec. And I'm going to get a drink and do a special run.
Nice. Yeah. So let me check and see here. Uh, where did he put? I'm trying to see. Where's the coin? 'Cause I'm just going back to see. Oh, at the beginning of his stream, it seems. Okay. Choo-choo-choo. Oh, wow. Okay, so you did mean the display case. Wow, that's a really interesting display case. I don't see how that's worth 700 points. The coin itself, yeah, okay, that's worth points to some degree, but wow. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, I think I'm not even going to worry about the big display case. And if I'm just going to try and redeem my points for the one I actually want. That's just, yeah. It comes with instructions too. That's cool. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Hmm. What to say? What to say? I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to be entertaining. Are you all not entertained? What is the next Lego set I want? Well, I think the Tournament of Elements is the one I'm trying to aim for that promo. Because, like I said, it's a popular set mainly for the minifigs. So.
All I heard is something. Are you entertained? That's all I heard.
I don't know. I don't know. Like it, I just I try to think I'm entertaining, but I don't know.
I took the second half of this Frost Gatorade and I mixed it with whatever my daughter had in the jug, frozen lemonade or whatever. We buy a lot of
Oh,
it, and
nice.
I water it half down. So this is an experiment.
So yeah, I'm trying to collect all the golden ninja figures. I've already knocked down the um two most expensive ones so far that I can get my hands on for golden figures. It's now just getting the other two. a $70 Canadian, and then the tournament of elements, which is $40 Canadian. So that's going to be fun to try and do because my strategy for the 20th anniversary Star Wars figures is go cheapest to most expensive, and I almost didn't get all the figures from that way. And so I'm like, okay, let's try and do the reverse. And I think so far it's working. So far.
You've got a strategy.
Yeah.
Every year I start with a strategy, and it never ends up. This is the first year I'm trying to do my best. Actually, right now I'm on par. Like, hey, I've got a month because anything that's come in was before New Year's. It
Mm-hmm.
was committed before New Year's, or like New Year's Eve with the January 1st, the bonsai thing. But I've been a good boy so far, following the plan. Don't know how long that's going to last, but
Yeah, for me, my plan is always okay, what can I do to double up on promos or get the most bang for my buck? You know?
yeah,
Because if I can get promos, that's content then, in my eyes.
yeah.
Also, I looked at Brick Kive's stream, and yeah, he got the coin and the display case as well. And the display case, if you're in my shoes and you just want to get one or two coins, no, don't bother, because then you're gonna have the small little coin cases left over. Then if you transition them into one thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not chasing.
Well, for me, I'm gonna have to redeem $10 worth of points to get this tournament of elements if they have it in stock. And so from there, it's like, okay, that means I gotta spend at least $100-ish just to regain the points I need to redeem for the thingy.
I know on one of my accounts now I'm upset because I dip below a point where it's the VIP is useful, and I can't merge that account because I've already merged a bunch of accounts. And well, Lego doesn't want you to have multiple accounts,
Why?
and it was whatever. Once they figure out you're doing whatever, they think it's all shenanigans. And actually, I took a couple away from me, but they gave me the points and merged it elsewhere for me. But now I've got one account now where I've been whittling it down, and what's left I don't want to do any more buying on, and it's like, but it's still got points, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I don't know. I'm just so done with the VIP.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, they burn me, they burn me out with the changes. I used to
Mm-hmm.
love it so much. And I used
Oh
to
yeah.
tell, and I would tell people, like, oh, this is just so cool and so easy.
Yeah, it was so easy to tell how many points you get for each purchase, but now it's just you get this dollar item that's the same price as other dollar item, but the points are somewhat different.
Oh, not
It's
just that. My last two or three big purchases, I had to go back and fight to get my points. It's like, what are they doing? They're killing me.
Yeah, the person I first watched that got the coin that from what I saw first posted a video on it, their coin wasn't centered when they received it.
Uh, that sucks.
Hmm. So like they have to open up the case to center it, and that's going to be a pain. I'm assuming. I don't know.
I can't wait to see it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, like I want it. It's just a matter of fact, where am I going to put it? And then it comes down to okay, if I'm only getting one, which one? Because if I'm right and they're releasing one a month, and I'm assuming Classic Space is going to sell out a lot quicker than any others because there's going to be a lot of people who are full of nostalgia. Um, do I get the classic coin, Lego VIP coin? Do I get the Classic Space? Because I want one or the other.
Yeah.
Which one's going to be harder to get?
Well, I know which one I would choose. For me, it's classic space. Period.
Oh yeah,
That for me, that'd be it. For me, no brainer.
yeah.
I am so very hopeful that even if Bionicle wins that stupid competition, that
Oh yeah, it looks like it did.
they call an audible and decide, yeah, we'll do something with it, but we're gonna do classic space, or we're gonna do castles, or we're gonna do.
Wasn't Space like second place so far?
I think so.
Yeah.
I just loved watching the drama. Like I didn't really care a whole hell of a lot. Like it's one set. That's all they've promised, right? It's one
Yeah.
set. And then everyone's getting so upset, like, "Oh, I can't believe people did Bionicles, or they only chose Bionicles and didn't choose three." And it's like, you know what? The Bionicle fans, they feel kind of burned themselves. I don't mind seeing them get a win.
Yeah. BFAB, he posted a video and it's just gotten so many dislikes compared to likes. And so even
Really?
yeah, he even mentioned it on his Instagram, and so I reacted to it saying, "I think you struck a nerve there." You know, with how
And
many
what's
dislikes it got.
what's he doing? Poking at all the
He's just
Bionicle
basically
fans?
giving straight up facts why Lego shouldn't bring back the theme in general.
You know, it saved Lego, or it helped save Lego once upon a time,
Yeah, yeah.
then it died a natural death, and then they brought it back, and then it died super fast. So all you have now, or potentially, is nostalgia, but you've got a whole generation of people who never had Bionicle.
Hmm.
This could be the hot new thing again. We don't know. Nobody knows. Everyone's just using history. Stuff comes back around in circles.
Hmm.
It could be hot again. It really could.
So I'm clicked on his video to see what it was like now. It's got like 7,600 views.
Whoa.
Okay,
Awesome.
so I'm gonna tell you the how many likes. Okay, 266 likes.
Okay.
The dislikes, it's got 1,500.
Wow. Now I'm curious if he'll leave it up.
Oh, I
Cause
think he has.
okay, so what you may not know is you get a lot of videos with a lot of dislikes. That will severely affect you in the algorithm.
Hmm.
It's okay if you get the odd video where it's 50-50. It's okay if you get the odd video where the dislikes surpass the likes. The problem is sometimes you get a lot of pricks who, if they dislike one video, they'll turn around to nail you and they'll dislike your other videos. Because you only got to watch it for 6 seconds for your dislike to take. If you try and watch a video for less, usually your dislike won't show up. So you got to sit through whatever number of seconds at least of the guy's video, and then you can hit dislike, 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 dislike.
Hmm.
And I mean, I'm sure he doesn't have many videos with high dislikes. So I don't think there's too much for him to worry about. But I
That
mean,
is a pretty big ratio difference.
that's a big one, and that sucks too. Like, it's rare for me to ever dislike a video. I just
Hmm.
okay. Well, even if I'm subscribed or not subscribed, like it takes a lot for me to dislike something.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like every video either, but because I am, the selfish consumer like most. But to dislike it, it's like someone took time to make something. I don't. It's rare that I'm going to want to go out and say, you know what, this is so bad that I need to let you know about it. It's like really.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had a few people who are like fans of my channel and they've asked me for advice and such. And I give them advice and they continue doing their own thing as well as like a sprinkle of the advice. I told them, like, yeah, okay, do with the advice as you please. But when you personally DM me saying, yeah, my content that I'm making, it's not getting in the views, but I have a small fan base. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, the videos you did post that were based on the advice I gave you, it got you a lot more views in a shorter time span than those other videos. It's just go for what works is what I'm trying to get at. And it's difficult trying to tell people that like who are who are saying, "Yeah, I get it," but then they act like they don't get it.
Oh no, it's I get that at work. Sometimes people ask me something, because my experience and time with the company, almost 15 years, and it's like, and then you don't take the advice. Okay, I'm not hurt by it. That doesn't mean I'm going to continue to just feed you advice. I mean, if you're not taking good advice, because you came to me because I know something, it's like,
Yeah,
don't waste too much more of my time. Then, I mean, some people will say, okay, you're sour. Oh, it's my time, and I'll never steer anyone wrong.
yeah. It's funny because the one person I'm thinking of there, they say, "Yeah, I tried this stuff you recommended, but it didn't work." And it's really hard for me not to be like, "Well, that's because you didn't do it to the full 100th of a percent that I was describing. You only did like 2% and then gave up because it wasn't immediate."
Oh yeah, if it doesn't happen with the first video, oh, he must be wrong. It's like,
Like for me, I had to pump out multiple of the same category, and then all of them took off because they were back to back, more not back to back, but like it was something of the same category. I didn't just try once for one video and give it up. No, you have to try for multiple of the same topic. I guess it's the
you
way to
could
do
do everything right and still get no subscribers. You could do everything right and get no one watching.
it. Yeah.
We don't know enough about YouTube and the algorithm and who they show your videos to and not. I mean, once you got someone subscribed, that's one thing, but what you want is more people who are not subscribed, who aren't watching currently to see your stuff. And that's
Hmm.
the magic. We don't know. We don't know so much of what's going on in that algorithm and in that headquarters and why some people can see stuff and some can't. Why some people are getting notifications and some can't. And it's frustrating because some people really, really, really want to grow. Like for me, if I grow, great, and if I don't, whatever. I've been making videos on and off for like, what, 4 years, 5 years.
Right.
And I'm going to keep making them until I get banned. That's what it really comes down to.
Yeah.
Um, and if they catch fire, great. And if they don't, whatever. I'm still making them for me.
Hmm.
Because when the world is open again and I go to conventions and shows and stuff and I meet people and I'm very social and they tell me what they got and I tell them what I got and then they show me something and then I'm going to show them, well, I got this video and I got this and I got this photo and that's all a lot of this is for me. Like, yeah, this is my hobby. Here we go. If I got 1,000 subs, great, and if I don't, whatever. Hey, I'm happy the numbers slowly keep going up.
Oh yeah.
I'll get there someday.
Yeah.
Nice slow burn.
I just don't fully agree with people who do shorts because it's like, yeah, you are monetized, but why do you still do them if you're not getting money off of them? You're investing so much time for what basically? Like, yeah, you get subs from it, but how many actually stay in and watch your other content?
Well, tomorrow, if I do what I intend to do, and if I pump out a bunch of just the videos on the stuff that my wife did, and I'm going to be recording stuff on the turntable anyway, I'm going to take my phone the other way, do a 1 minute recording or a 40-second recording, whatever, 58 seconds. And I don't know, I'll put something to it, maybe I'll say something. I'll just pump that out there as a short and see what happens. I'm not going to care about it, it's just going to be there, and just to see if the algorithm does anything for me. Oh, oh, luckily, only one piece hit the floor. That was bad. Shoot, 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 shoot. All right, so I missed this. I thought I rebuilt this. Guess not. I'm looking around. It's like, no, I don't see it. But yeah, it won't be like I'm going to take a lot of time to do it. It's just going to be part of what I'm already doing. And I'm just
Yeah.
going to, or I'll take the same video, make an orientation that's portrait, and pump that out there too.
Hmm. I mean, there's like a bunch of people who are telling me, yeah, I got 1,000 subscribers to your shorts, but I only have like 2 hours of watch time. And I'm like, okay, okay, congrats on the subs, but what's your plan exactly for getting those watch time hours? Because in my mind, it's a lot harder to get the watch time than it is the subs if you're going the shorts route.
Well, yeah, because hey, I see a lot of guys getting the subs, and then it's like you can't get anyone to watch you live, or you can't get anyone to watch your pre-recorded stuff, and it's like, okay, well, so you got the subs, now what?
Yeah, you're not necessarily building a community,
Yeah,
basically.
and I'm not going to give away sets all the time to continuously get people to watch. Yeah,
Oh,
that got
I
me as
can't.
it got me a spike, but it's like I'm not doing it all the time. I'm sorry.
Oh, and the scam people say in order to enter those contests. One YouTuber actually enlightened me on some stuff because you can't track who likes your videos. You can't track necessarily who is subscribed to you. The only thing you can track possibly is the comments
Yeah.
and all these people who are doing giveaways and such. Like you have to like the video, you have to be subscribed, and you have to comment. Those are the requirements to enter the giveaway.
No, it's something else. I mean, when you see some of the biggest subscriber or biggest YouTube guys and the way they're always trying to get you to do X, Y, and Z, yeah, there's a reason because
Oh yeah.
I mean they can't get anything otherwise going
Mm-hmm.
on.
I mean, like again, it's beneficial to them to basically scam their way to victory. Is what is the best way for me to put it, I guess. But
Yeah.
for me, I don't want to try and be that kind of person. I want to be as genuine as I can be. You know.
And with all the issues I had with my last giveaway,
Yeah, people get so sour that they didn't win and unsubscribe. Like, remember Jazz? He was telling
oh,
how
Jazz in his streams was horrible. Like the
oh, yeah,
people ripping on him, and it's like, wow. And in my case, where I was having issues with the winner and with the courier, and it was mostly because of the courier, and yeah, it just left a sour taste in my mouth. And it's like,
hmm
yeah, I mean, I made mistakes too, but yeah, I'm in no rush to do it again now.
I mean, like I get people who do giveaways for a subscriber special like that. That seems genuine. It's just those other people who are just like, yeah, you have to do this. You have to be subscribed. You have to watch my other videos. Like, it's a scam. I don't like scams. I don't want to be known as a scammer or whatever.
I mean, I don't mind self promoting and
Oh
say,
yeah.
hey, everyone, I got all this going on, but yeah. Now, what I did was I told everyone, if you're already subscribed, then you already got a chance. Now, if you want more chances, go subscribe more. I got all this social media. Go subscribe to this and that and this and that, and go do this and that.
Right.
If you're happy with one chance, then you're already in, and you don't have to do anything. And I know a lot of people like that just fine. And then
Yeah.
some people gamed it and they went and tried to do everything. Well, that's okay too. I get it.
Then there's the people who make alt accounts.
Yeah, which is funny because technically you still just have one chance.
hmm
In my case, it was still just one chance. All you're doing is diluting the water a bit more. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I'm sure this math tells a different story, but whatever. Pretty sure that's going to go on here. Okay, this is just so far a cool little thing. This is another one that would qualify as a transformer. I'm liking this.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's on there.
I'm tempted to do a video for my gaming channel because for when I play Team Fortress 2, I use a mouse. Like I'm not using the laptop's mouse. No way. Good luck with doing that. Good enough for FPS. So my dad, he went digging through his electronical stuff and he found this.
Oh wow. Okay.
Dollar store mouse. Now, to give you an idea how big this is, here's a minifigure, more or less.
Oh wow, it's tiny.
So I'm tempted to be like, okay, guys, welcome to the gaming channel. Now, here's the mouse I normally play with. We're going to be playing with this mouse.
Yep. Hey, you could be on to something. Small mouse. I don't know. Less travel. It's lighter.
Oh,
Um,
it's just for the
oh,
giggles.
hey,
I
one
to
of
see.
my buddies has a mouse that's $185. I can't remember between the weights and other things, and it's got like 8 different settings for resolution. And
Really?
oh yeah, it's some. I can't remember if it was Razer or Logitech's high end one, but it's ridiculous. And of course, it's wired, not wireless, because no true gamer does anything wireless. There's too much latency. I don't know.
I just think it would be a really funny video just to do.
Small mouse. You know what you gotta do then? You gotta find a small keyboard now too. Maybe
Well, I
those.
mean, like, isn't there like a keyboard that's like a square and just has the main essentials WASD and then a space bar or something like that?
Well, you can. That's the beauty of USB. Is yeah, you can get any number of add-ons that'll just give you that gaming side or just a specifically shaped, half-ass QWERTY setup
Yeah.
for you, or one that's just programmable keys that you'll just key. You'll hold the button here. That was the thing back in the day. We had um, a dongle, so you had your real keyboard, and then you plugged in some gimmicks into that, and you would program that, and you would play with that because it would eliminate all the keys you didn't need. And it was so kludgy. The problem is the idea was good, but the peripheral that you were using was garbage. So it had bad throw on the keys, or the keycaps would come off, or worse, they had weird shapes. ASDW would be shaped weird, it didn't look like a regular keyboard, and they felt like very mushy keys, as if someone put sponge under them. Yeah, I can't remember who made that. iOmega. I don't even know if they're still around. They used to be a keyboard maker, but it was a weird gaming peripheral, and you piggybacked your regular keyboard at the time.
Hmm.
Actually, this was probably before USB. It was probably PS2 mouse and keyboard setup,
Okay.
because that makes even more sense. And yeah, it was really sketchy stuff. Didn't last. No real gamers played with it. It was one of those great ideas that took a crap and died as soon
Hmm.
as you brought it home. And it's like, wow, I just spent money on this. It feels like garbage. I know a lot of people who like buying mice that have real batteries because they have a good weight to them as opposed to a rechargeable mouse or some other
Okay.
gimmick. And I get that because I like the feel of a solid mouse. But if you're playing a lot of gaming, do you want something heavy? I don't know. I'm thinking you want the lightest possible device in your hands that still feels solid. Because if you're going to be gaming for a long time, you got to worry about repetitive strain issues.
Oh, for me, this is the mouse I use, and so I have to kind of like really stretch my hand out just so that I'm not hitting the wings. It's
That's so
WestJet themed.
weird. Oh my god.
Well, I asked my dad, "Hey, I'm going to be playing games. I don't want to use the mouse pad. What do you got for me?" So he gave me literally two options: this or that. This has worked fine for what I've been doing. It's been fine.
When I started streaming consistently, I bought this Logitech keyboard and mouse wireless just because I thought it'd be better to not have wires. Now, they're not perfect and there's a slight lag. I definitely wouldn't game with these,
Right.
but the performance has been okay for a non gaming setup. But yeah, I would never game with it. But before this, I was using a $10 mouse, and I can't remember what keyboard. A cheaper keyboard, but it was wired. No, actually, it was a decent Microsoft one.
Okay.
But nothing I would say gaming standard.
Look at Dollarama for a small keyboard. Yeah. Another thing I've noticed I've been wanting to go to Dollarama a lot more for is the little activity books with the uh, retired minifigures.
Yeah. No, $4 or whatever. And
Yeah, I mean, like I
I'm
bought the
looking now. Well, I
Batman
can't
one
reach them.
because it's a unique Batman one. I was tempted to get the Ninjago one, but was like, I'm only getting it for the hairpiece. Then I might go back and do that, maybe.
So, have you found a Star Wars one yet? Because that's one I didn't find.
No, I've seen like four different kinds of city-related ones. Well, I say city, but there's like two that aren't labeled city, but I just classify them because of what the minifigures are. One Ninjago, one Batman. Yeah, and the same goes for the UK magazines. I have yet to see a Star Wars one in a Walmart or whatever.
Oh,
I've,
really?
yeah. I've only seen City, Ninjago, and then on the rare occasion Marvel.
Yeah, and I haven't been back, so looking for those anyway.
Well, I've had to stop myself from looking for them because if I go looking for them, I'm going to find something, and I can't afford to be finding something right now.
Yeah, there's that too. That's one reason why I'm not up to date on the current releases because I know it's just going to cost me more money.
Well, yeah, when I do go hunting for those UK magazines, I like to get the ones that have the two packs, like two minifigures for the price of one.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm kicking myself because I got this one magazine because it came with Nia from season 11, and the only other way to get that figure was in $160 set, I think. And
Right.
so I thought, okay, fine, I'll get it just because it's one pack, and I don't think there'll be another one that comes out with it that'll end up being a two pack. I buy it, and then literally that was in September. So I go into Walmart like 2 weeks ago, and there's a two pack with the Nia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, major kicking myself.
Ooh.
I could have pulled the I lost the receipt excuse. I was like, yeah, let's not go through that trouble knowing my Walmart and their laziness.
Well, Walmart's getting a little tougher now, so.
Yeah. I ever tell you the story of when I was trying to return one and I had the receipt and everything, and my Walmart, I talked to the manager and she's like, yeah, no, we don't accept returns or exchanges for the magazines ever. I'm like, really? Because I looked up on your site to double check to make sure that I could, and it didn't say that I couldn't. No, we don't ever do that. And I was like, okay, fine.
What about in store? Did they have, like in customer service, something on the wall there? Because
No,
my
no,
Walmarts have big signage
no,
about.
they didn't. They didn't for magazines. They didn't say anything that said no, you can't return magazines if they're in mint condition. So I was like, okay, fine. I in my head I'm thinking I'm calling your bluff here. So I hopped on the train, went to another location, and I didn't even tell them about the other experience. The experience the other one, and I was like, hey, can I exchange this for store credit?
Yeah. See,
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
yeah,
Yeah, you told me this. Yeah, that I remember. Yeah.
yeah. And I was just fuming. I was ready to go back there and just rip a new hole for that manager, but I was like, yeah, let's not. Let's just be happy that I was able to exchange it in the end. But yeah, the Walmart nearby me, customer service or just cleanliness of the store or just having stock of anything, not reliable at all. I hate going to the Walmart nearby me, but it's the one nearby me.
I'm hearing a beep beep. Is that me or you?
No, I don't have any beeping.
Oh, could be my wife's phone. I don't know where it is. I just hear it go beep beep. I know it's not my phone. Nope. Nope. Okay. Very distinct. Beep beep. Hopefully no one's dying.
Hopefully.
I will feel so bad when I eventually wake up. Why didn't you pick up the phone? Because I haven't slept in 16 hours. Eventually I have to.
Okay, see him on the Lego.
You out of here? Oh, take it easy. Thanks for hanging around, Eileen. We'll drag you on the stream. You can tell us. Actually, we can talk about the prices right, but not. I want you to be able to take off. We'll talk about that another time. 'Cause
But
me
yeah,
and my
for the UK magazines, the foil packs, I'm noticing that like they changed the packaging, and I don't like the new packaging. I don't like it at all.
why?
Because you have to open it like a chip bag, basically, if you want to
Oh,
keep packaging. And then compared to the old ones, you just rip it open and it's just fine. You can keep the packaging with the way it was designed. And the thing is, they're a lot bigger than the original ones, and it's just for one minifigure. The only reason I think it's been a good design choice is for the Spider-Man because you got so many extra pieces. Better in my mind.
but you think for the average foily, it's not worth it.
No,
It's a
no, it's
waste.
not. It's like if they're being eco-friendly, like they're claiming, it's not. It's they're wasting material.
See, everyone will see the light. They will realize Lego is full of crap.
Okay, so take this one for example. This is the new packaging. Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna make it bigger. There we
there's
go.
just a minifigure, a sword, and like three other pieces to make up another weapon. Okay,
Yeah,
like that corner right about here, that's where all the parts are.
yeah,
All the rest of this is air.
yeah.
This is a lot smaller. Yeah, it's probably got more pieces, but it's like more filled. It's like words. Kind of get what I'm saying?
But they're both the same style packaging, aren't they?
Oh, no,
Or is the red one the new style?
this is the new style.
Oh,
This is the old style.
oh, okay. So this is like a trading card pack.
Something like that, yeah.
The red one's like trading cards.
Something like that.
Mm. But I can't see one being easier than the other
Well, um,
for them. I'm thinking from the
oh, yeah.
manufacturing side, like it probably one isn't any cheaper or more expensive than the other. I mean, if it's more material, then yes, it should cost more. But in the quantities that they're paying for, probably not.
Here's a size comparison. The Neo one I was telling you about compared to the J one. Like, that's so much more
See,
packaging.
I got the old Joker and Batman ones, and I like the stiffy foil that they came in
Oh, yeah. And
from
like
a
I was
couple
saying,
of
you gotta
years
open
ago.
this up like a chip bag. Like, that's how I've been storing these other ones because it's opened up like a chip bag for the new ones. And then for the older ones, you just. Oh, the tape's really sticky on this one. You just kind of rip it open like this, and you kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, in terms of keeping the packaging, it's easier.
you know what? It could be because the new style shows it's been tampered with. Easier. The old style is an envelope that can be opened and closed.
Well, it's really super sticky, though, is my defense for that.
Because that's what I see when I'm looking at that. It's like I know the envelope can be opened and closed, and if you're careful, you could you could be pretty sneaky with it.
Yeah, if you knew what you were doing, yeah.
Because the way those magazines were in Walmart, they don't have an extra outer bag over the whole thing, so those two envelopes are just stuck to the front of the cover. So
Mm-hmm.
it'd be real easy for someone who's less ethically inclined to just say, oh, I'm going to lift the figure right out.
Oh, I've seen a few magazines where they didn't have the figure on there, and I'm like, okay, hey, customer service, found this magazine that didn't have a minifig.
Yeah. You want to give it to me half price?
Oh, the only reason I'm getting these magazines is for the figures.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't even look at them otherwise. It's just nice to see them on the shelves now.
Oh yeah, like I told you the story when I first saw one, right? You know, I was just hanging out with some worker, I think it was, and we were just walking around Walmart, chatting, And then we go down the magazine aisle, and out of the corner of my eye, I see the Lego logo, and I'm like, "Did I see that right in the magazine aisle?"
Yeah.
So I backed up and had a look at it, and then I was like, "Oh, is that what I think it is?"
Yeah.
Sudden wave of realization. I was like, "How long has this been here?" Because
I
I
mean, I'm
swear.
still looking for DK books and stuff once in a while when I go through
Oh yeah,
Walmart. I tell my daughter, okay, go look for Lego logo. Let me see. It doesn't matter what it is. Just if you see a Lego logo, let me know, and she'll go look. And hey, there's this and this and this and this. But I'm looking for it on sale, discounted.
yeah. Costco's been good, I'd say, for the more expensive books. I'm referring to the Orange
Yeah.
Spaceman book, of course.
Oh no, it was great when I was able to post that. That was a nice find, especially since I was so close to paying the full price from Amazon. It's like, yeah, good. I didn't have to do that.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about the two-pack figures is that if I go to another Walmart and I see the exact same main magazine with the main figure, but the second figure is a different one, oh boy, do I have to go to every location looking for a different combination.
Oh, give me your fat ass. Oh, oh. The last thing I want is for him to go nuts on the table. He must have woke up, come to bug me. I'm not the one he would normally come to. I'm not. I'm not his biggest fan. But everyone else is asleep, and now you just got all your hair all over me. You dirty bugger. Go
Yeah,
away.
the amount of the magazine that came with just this version of the J, and then a different combination of a second figure. I went all over Calgary to all the different WalMarts looking for different combinations of J and then a different figure. And so I ended up having all these extras. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do with this? Some of them I said, hey, it's brand new. Can I return it? That
Nice.
only happened for one of them, and that worked. And then for the other one, I was like, okay, Jordan, my best friend's kindergarten. You want to buy this for me? I'll give you $6 for it. Or sorry, not. I said, you want to give me $6 for it? And he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, fine, why not? Because I just didn't care, and I know him. He's gonna enjoy the figure and such. So the
I
main
mean,
draw.
I mean that's cool when you can get out of it and it doesn't hurt so much money wise.
Yeah.
Ooh,
What
this
really
way.
annoys me is I see a UK magazine. It's a two-pack, and the main figure is not one I care about. But if I want to get that second one that is unique, I gotta get the one that I don't care about. That's what really annoys me.
You got it bad, dude. And it's occupying your headspace. You're scheming. It's like, what am I gonna do? I don't want that figure. I don't need it.
And it's
I,
even more difficult when I send family members when they go out of town and look at their WalMarts. Yeah, yeah, just look for this and this. And then they say, "Oh no, we didn't find anything." And then on Christmas Day, I open up and they give me a magazine. I'm like, I'm glad to get the magazine, but they're extra figure characters.
yeah,
I'm
they
not,
think that's the thing. They think they're being cool. Like, oh, I'm gonna get him something he wants. Like, yeah, I wanted it 2 months ago and I got it. That's
or it's
see, my
not the
wife.
right
My wife will never buy me Lego,
comment.
not unless she's with me or something, because she knows like, oh, there's a really good chance he's already got, or worse, he doesn't want it, or
That's the same boat my mom's in, basically. That, and she just swears up and down that she's sick and tired of buying me Lego because she got me into it and she regrets it. And so when I told her, "This is Lego. You said you never buy me Lego." Oh, it's a book. It's a book. It's a
it's a.
magazine.
That reminds me, I still have not read the Lego minifigure book, and I thought for sure I was going to sit down because I have read all those stupid Lego books
Mm-hmm.
that come with the figures. I've read every one of them. I've even read, by the way, the most boring book you'll ever see, and I got it. And now it's probably well, technically it's outdated every year. The
Oh,
yeah,
that'd be cool.
yeah, an actual doctor wrote this, talking about all the colors at the time.
Oh, that'd be so helpful for when it comes to reviews. Because, like, for me, I'm like, Weston, you guys know what the color is. Tell me in the comment section what the color is. Just that color is different.
Well, here's the beautiful thing. So it'll break down the color by Lego name, like let's say reddish brown 192, right? Because
Yeah.
192, that's for Lego. The Bricklink name, well, that's reddish brown 88. Although, by the way, sooner or later, Lego will change all of this if they haven't already.
Hmm.
Um, and then the breakdown based on lab numbers, LAB, 31, 22, 24, sRGB, 108. You got to be a color nerd to want this info. 108, 57, 38, CMYK numbers, 19, 79, 84, and I guess 61 was probably for brightness. And
Right.
then the Pantone number, for I tell you, someone really wanted this. And things, this is not the first edition. Okay, this is the second edition, and I'm pretty sure there's been one since. And this includes 180 colors, over 180 colors at the time this
Wow.
was, at the time this was printed. It wasn't expensive, but it was just one of those things like, okay, I'm a Lego collector. I buy a lot of Lego. At the time, I was selling a lot. And it's like, maybe I should know some more about the color names and stuff. The truth is, I've read this, and it's like, I couldn't remember most of the stupid names. But it's pretty color accurate, even though it's printed on paper.
Right.
Problem is, if it's digital, to look at on your monitor and everyone's monitor, it'd be horrible.
Oh yeah.
First, almost all of us do not have a calibrated monitor. You have to buy a device, hold it at a certain distance from your screen to color calibrate. It's a professional color calibration tool would probably cost you $500, which is probably more than, if not your computer, then at least your monitor. I
Right.
know I got a 32-inch monitor and it's more than my monitor. So most people just will not make that kind of investment to properly color calibrate their monitor. If it
Right.
looks good to them, they think it's okay, and it is. But to truly color calibrate, yeah. So you can never do that digitally and have it look accurate on a screen because you'll never get this color. It's just, and look right now, I've screwed the color so what the whole world sees is not accurate because I screw with the saturation. What you're seeing and I'm seeing, not the same at all.
Right.
And then it gets worse because YouTube's doing compression on my live stream. Actually, everyone's doing compression on my live stream. StreamYards is, then YouTube. So no one is seeing what I'm actually seeing.
Okay.
So yeah, digitally we're all screwed. Ooh, neat. This is so cool. This feels like I'm building a Lego grenade. And this is one of the coolest. So here's that printed piece I was so impressed with when it was in the bag.
Oh wow.
The fender, and it's printed. Thank God. And it's printed really nicely too.
Hmm.
So we got this, and I'm hoping this is somewhere. Okay, so there's this. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's upsetting. So that piece here that I killed myself to put that sticker on,
Hmm.
I'm covering it.
Solid.
Why? Unless I just did it wrong, and I don't know. I didn't do it wrong.
No, he didn't.
You know what? It's part of the transformation, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, there I don't see it.
Well, I'm wondering, does it fold underneath?
Mm, nope.
Maybe at the end it'll tell you what that's all
Maybe at the
about.
end it pops off or something. Take X off. Got that. Oh, it's this times 2.
So apparently, a trailer was released today for Lego Ninjago short episodes that are going to be released soon. It's basically the way they make it look like it's going to be Marvel's What If version of Ninjago.
Ooh, that's weird.
Yeah, and some of the animation styles, it's really not impressing a lot of people because they don't like Ninjago anime because it was shown in a few episodes and they just hated it. I'm like in between when it comes to that. And then there's some stuff that's like, oh, we're finally going to get an answer to this question or that question. And then there's other stuff that's just like, what's going on here? The I can send you the trailer, but the one at the clip that's shown like near the end, that shows Golden Lloyd, that's super cartoony looking. That one is the most the one. Sorry, the one I'm not looking forward to the most, based on how it was presented.
I was a big fan of the Matrix movies, and then there was Animatrix, and I liked that. And then there was another cartoon that was even more anime based, and it's like, ooh, because the animation style was utter shit. It just like kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah, well, I
So
feel like
I can get why
yeah,
Ninjago fans don't want it done in a certain style, especially when they've been used to it a certain way.
yeah. Because like a series I'm catching up on from my childhood, because I only watched up to a certain point, and then I'm watching further past that point now, and they completely changed the art style of the show, and they cut out characters and just didn't do a good explanation as to why the characters aren't in the show anymore. It's like basically a hard reboot, and just, yeah, I'm starting to think, yeah, this is probably why the show went downhill.
It's always hard when they either reboot something you liked or they shit on something you liked. Okay, so this guy definitely looks like he's kind of a ball or grenade. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of cool. I kind of wish it sat as a ball, but it doesn't. But that's okay. Now, as for that dish that kind of comes off, here they show
Oh, you
it
just take it
off.
off.
You just take it off, and it shows that inner whatever it is, blaster or something.
Oh, it's a bit of a letdown, I'd say.
It is a bit of a letdown. Like it had it been connected or something.
Like a pop off feature. Who knows?
Well, because it's like I would like to show it in that tank mode, but it's like, oh, not if I'm going to lose the dish. Because this, and this, and this, these are extra bits, all right?
Maybe you could just stick, like, if you're putting it on a shelf in the tank mode, you could just attach it to the back.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess that's fine. I mean, it's not hideous or anything.
Hmm.
I gotta admit, this just looks so cool.
Yeah, it does look cool.
Now, when I see this, do you know what Ghost in the Shell is?
I
Are you
think I
familiar
vaguely
with it?
remember watching that.
Now, if you watch the original cartoons, enemy stuff, you'll see all kinds of kind of tank like things like this guy.
Huh.
Um, let's see. Oh, I like this. Now, well, they show these down. That's kind of weird. I think I gotta watch some of the game cinematics. I want to see what this guy really looks like.
Hmm.
I mean, I stole the wallpaper background. Um, well, we can't see much of it with so much of this crap on, but
Oh yeah, I can kind of see it. Yeah.
You kind of see it there, but that just shows these up, which makes sense if the guns are coming out. This comes up, he comes out. Let's see, and of course I'm putting it where no one can see squat. There we go. And I tell you, that's my fourth one or third set or whatever. And I tell you, I'm really liking them all. They're really good.
Hmm.
Nice printed piece there for detail. Nice printed piece. That dish is amazing.
Oh wait.
I mean, that's a sticker, and that's a sticker, and I know there's a few others. Oh, and his control panels inside are stickers. But
Okay.
but honestly, the stickers are not a big deal, and you could get away without applying any stickers. And I think
Hmm.
this would look fine. But I'm really liking those little spider-like legs. Definitely has that droid feel, you know, the droidicas or whatever,
Because
droidicas
yeah.
from Star Wars. It's got that feel to it. If they were
Hmm.
longer, of course, it'd be amazing. But that's whole rolling robot thing, that's kind of cool. I don't know what the mouse's name is. Don't really care. It's like whatever. That is a cool build. But I think now I'm done with all my. Well, I'm not. Oh no, I'm not.
There's more Overwatch sets.
Oh yeah, I got something not a lot of people got,
Hmm.
and I got two of them up there. Let's see.
Oh. Oh.
Small Bastion. Yeah.
Oh. I know that that's an exclusive, but remind me how it was exclusive again.
You had to buy it from Blizzard.
Really?
Literally. You had to buy it from Blizzard in the States. Yep. There's
U.S.
and
exclusive.
if we're gonna flex, yep. US
Wow.
Blizzard. Now they were willing to ship to Canada, but let's see. I'm trying to think of what that cost. About $50 a shot when you're all
Jeez.
in. Yeah, and only 182 pieces, but they're exclusive.
Only because of the box.
Well, yeah, there's no exclusive parts. I mean, oh, you know what? I don't know if it's a sticker or a plate. It's probably a sticker. There's a branding. There's a plaque.
Here, what's the set number?
75987.
75987.
Yeah. Now, I won't say it's rare, but it was exclusive. You had to get it from Blizzard,
I'm just
which sucked for us in Canada because you had to import it. So you got
it's a
nailed.
sticker.
You got nailed for customs and duty on it.
Yeah, it's a sticker. I'm looking at a review. It looks like a sticker. I'm pretty confident in saying it's a sticker.
Boom.
There's also some other stickered out. There's like two other stickers as well, so it's three stickers it seems.
Pretty sad.
Yeah, because you're paying for the box and then the stickers. Oh, plus the parts, but still, $25 USD.
Not like I said, not cheap to bring it in.
Yeah, you got two there.
Oh, I got more.
Oh no.
Well, I was a big importer for it because that was a way to kill the costs was to bring them all in at once. But
I mean, like if you're gonna do a giveaway again, that should probably bring in some views and subs if you're doing the cheaty way.
you'd think so, but you know what? The Overwatch stuff just hasn't been hot. So I'm
Hmm.
really curious if we get the three more sets we've been promised.
Hmm.
Because someone did a video and was telling us we were going to get three more, but
Yeah. I mean, like, I want to get one from each video game theme that Lego does, and Overwatch is the only one I'm missing, and that's only because I don't know much about Overwatch, and the cheapest one is like a $25 set when you round it down with
Yeah.
tax and such, and just like I don't see the appeal. Again, it all comes down to I want to get stuff I want to buy, not stuff that just for the sake of collecting. It's the same issue with the CMFs.
My daughter and her best friend, they love Overwatch. And my daughter liked some of the shirts and the merchandise and stuff. And her friend was into playing the games. So it's like, you know, back before COVID when she would come over for Christmas and stuff, like I was buying Overwatch gifts for her. That's what we get her. And it's like, oh, hey, Lego's doing this stuff. So I'm loosely familiar, and I love the cinematics. I've watched all the trailers and the
Yeah, yeah.
playthroughs and stuff. And it's like, hey, you know what? There's robots and mech kind of stuff. Sweet. Lego doesn't make a lot of cool stuff I like when it comes to that. I don't call any mechs in the Avengers lines and Ninjago's kind of the exception. But like this, you give me army green robot looking things, dude, I'll eat this stuff up. Give me, that robot you got, and you put him in sand green, dude. I'll pay $100 right now. Boom, you know.
It's funny because this thing is almost $100.
Yeah, I mean the white and blue's cool, but I tell you, put them in sand green, put some army looking prints, open here stickers and all that kind of stupid stuff. Hatch, give me a military number brandings, and it's like, oh my god, I'd eat that up.
Kind of
But
got me to wanting to see if I can ever afford it. See if I can get the exact same parts to make up this set, and then try and do just what you're saying.
what do
You
you mean,
know?
make do them all with the
Yeah,
green theme? Oh,
yeah.
well, I tell you, one of the coolest. Oh, so you've never done a color swap build?
No, I normally
Oh,
I'm a quote unquote Lego purist. I don't mod
well,
normally.
um, I've done it. But,
Oh yeah,
so now, of course, Poe Dameron's X-wing, the orange one, and then the blue and gray one. Well, with the classic red 5, I'd done a few. I did like a 90% black stealth with black with a little bit of blue, just screwing around playing with it, because it's really easy to do because parts are common.
Mhm.
It really helps I mean, when you don't have any hard to get parts in a build, and everything's been reproduced in whatever color you might want to work with. And the X-wing is actually pretty good because most of the X-wings were
Right.
pretty decent. It's like when I look at this one, and this is what, 2019, 2018, before they started going smaller, right? And it's got the
Right.
dual molded helmet there, but I don't think there's any hard to get parts in a bunch of colors here. I mean, clearly this is mostly white and grays, but I don't see anything here I couldn't do in black. Um, Maybe these axes here, these ice picks or whatever. But even then, if you couldn't get it in that color, you could find another suitable piece that would replicate that function and to do a slight color mod. But
Right.
it's really cool. Now, I can't remember who's got the designs, but now you know what. What's that software I used on Bricklink? The where you can build your own stuff in software.
Digital
Uh,
designer.
okay, that LDD is Legos, and then
Okay.
Bricklink had their own, and now technically Lego owns both. But
Yeah.
um, IO Brick IO or whatever it is
Okay.
on Bricklink. Anyway, their software is cool. Now a lot of people have taken these designs, built them in IO or in LDD. I'm sure they've done it in both, and posted those designs to the internet somewhere. So now if you want to do a color repaint, you could literally just sit there, grab the design, rotate it 360 in the software, paint it all black or all what color you want, have it spew out the part numbers for you and the quantities, and you could order everything you want. And you could build it in the repaint of your choice, or spend some time and do fine detailing. I've seen people take that same build I just showed you there of that X-wing and try and make it more accurate with the colors and better spots and a few better color choices, not just common ones that Lego was using. You can have a lot of fun if you use that software.
Okay.
What's cool too, if you use Rebrickable, I think it's Rebrickable, you could figure out what alternative sets or builds you could build from your existing collection.
All right.
So you key in your list of stuff. Although I think Brickset might help you with that too. But you upload your list of whatever you got with sets, and then it'll tell you, oh, you've got 90% of being able to build that set. And then
Hmm.
maybe you only need to buy, $10 worth of parts, and you could build something else from your existing stuff if you don't mind breaking stuff down. Cool, eh? I mean,
Yeah.
some people have done some really neat stuff out there.
I'm also trying to think from that perspective. That could also help with doing reviews then if there's no exclusive parts or stickers.
There's a lot of sets that have that aren't exclusive, or at least are common enough that you might already have it in something you're sitting on. Or maybe it's a part that's buried and no one would see. And most of the time, that's all that really matters. Is anyone going to call it out on you? It's like, oh, see, you didn't have it. Oh, hey, remember I said I had no more sets? I lied. I should know better. I mean, I've got 250 to 300 in the backlog. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, you know what? I think that's a good one to do this weekend too.
Oh yeah.
That's it. And what I love about Overwatch, I think it was the first line to give us the front and back art, where
Okay.
either side makes it, is perfectly suitable to be the display piece.
Hmm.
And it's got a big fig too. What a wicked looking big fig.
I've never really gotten a set with a big fig yet. Like,
I know, that's why I'm excited about this, because I don't have the superhero stuff, so I don't have. I mean, I have a Hulk big fig, but I've never done anything. I never built a set that has a cool one. So it's like, oh, and look at this. This has got at least, where is it? Where's my hand? Right here. Come on. That's a cool printed part. Printed
hmm.
dome, an R2D2 dome on a 4x4 dome.
Right, right.
Um, oh, I definitely see some stickers though. Oh, shoot.
I think the closest thing to a big fig I have is the Nexonite's Axel figure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I kind of wish they would have introduced that mold into more sets even after Nexonites was done.
Oh, you know what I want is one of those, like, Wonder Woman had Mars, the big fig, like the big fig you build. And I think
Okay.
Harry Potter's got one of those big giant figures you can build too.
Ninjago does too.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to do one of those. That seems cool.
Imagine trying to make your sig fig that style. That's the
That
thing that
big.
my viewers keep telling me I need to come out with. And like, I've toyed with it once or twice, and I haven't come out with anything official yet.
I don't have enough city, yellow heads, figures, parts to make a fig.
Well, in my perspective, why does it have to be a yellow head?
Yeah, well, no, you're right there.
So,
I mean, I'm sure I've got something that's got a goatee or whatever, so I could probably do something that would at least resemble, blue cap guy with a goatee and mustache. It probably wouldn't be that hard for me to come up with. Lazy mostly.
for me, I like to think I always wear hoodies, so I'd want the torso to be a hoodie or something that resembles a hoodie or something like that. And it just comes down to, okay, how many minifigures do I own that come with a hoodie? And it's most of the hoodies that are in Lego sets, they're opened up and they have like printing on the side of it. If I'm gonna use some editing magic to throw on to make it look like my profile picture, that's not necessarily going to work in the way that I do it, I guess.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Is that a ringtone?
no, I'm just trying to drain the
Oh,
battery on this thing for like nobody in the household has batteries that are almost dead, so I got to run the batteries down in this guy for a video I want to do that I think could rake in some views.
you need to kill it so you could use it?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of brand new batteries, so I can afford to do it. It's just the fact of
Oh,
time, how long it's going to take to run down the battery. Because like my the video that is raking in the most cash is a really stupid video. How to factory reset Lego Super Mario. That's the thing that's raked in the most cash for me. I'm like, okay, what's something stupid that I can do that's under the Mario idea as well? How to change Mario's batteries.
so what did you so what did you just do right now to try and drain it? Are you pushing down
Oh,
or
I'm
are
just
you
playing with it, just making it move.
Okay, so here's something. This is a video I had done early on in Pokemon. Now, people walked around with the phone, you know, you go walk to get your kilometers. Well, I discovered that if you just do this, sitting on your couch, you'll pick up. So what I did was I taped it to a Swiffer, so that gave me about 6 feet, and then I put it on a fan, and I let the fan run all night. So it goes about 5 feet this way, and the best part is it doesn't go too fast, and then goes about 5 feet that way. And my wife wakes up the next, and of course I'm so smart. I put the USB extension cord in it so it stays powered on, and it does this all night long. And she goes, "What the hell are you doing?" Thank God it was the summertime. We need the fan running, so it's like, and it's a tower fan, from Costco, and it's got a nice angle to it, so I can see when I'm sitting on the couch, I can see the phone's on. I can see my little guy doing the walking a little.
Yeah, yeah.
And people were fascinated because other people were doing stuff like they put them on a Lego train, have it go around. Well, that's noisy and sometimes too fast. And
Mm-hmm.
unless you have a lot of track, it doesn't cover enough distance. But on the edge of that Swiffer, and of course near my window, where behind where the bookcases are now, but if I put it near the window, it was just enough so that when it got to this close to the window, it's close enough that it catches the satellite. Well, now it actually the satellite more or less transports you, you know, 100 feet, 50 feet away. So you're getting those feet. And it was just brilliant. And it wasn't too fast, and Pokemon wouldn't trip out. Now it probably wouldn't work because they're a little more sensitive, or at least they were before the pandemic. But yeah, that I had done one or two videos like that, and that did pretty well for me. But with your guy there, if it's just physical movement, you might be able to put him on a fan. I don't know if
Well,
that's
for the
enough
thing is,
movement.
if I like placed him on the shelf with him turned on and like go to bed, he'll turn himself off to conserve power. So I
Okay.
can't. So I have to make sure, like, because this his face will dim a little bit when he's about to turn himself off, and I'm like, nope, nope, wake up, wake up, wake up.
You know what? Maybe you can try an oscillating fan. It might just be enough movement. And if it isn't enough movement, or you got to have it depress something like his head or a button or something, then you could have the action where it's close enough to a wall or something where it'll touch and just be enough to whack it awake, or keep it active.
Another idea I had is take a flashlight and just have the flashlight running until it's almost dead. But then the bulb kind of withers away too, and like that probably is the same case for the Mario figure. But I'd like to think this thing's built to last longer than a flashlight, maybe.
Maybe.
Hopefully, I
I
don't
would
know.
love to rip him apart. Someone must have done a teardown on him, right?
He did. He did.
Oh,
Yeah, he got a defect one, and so he just ripped it apart, and it was interesting but horrifying at the same time.
yeah. I'd like to see the board in there. Actually, I want to see if it's even Lego branded inside.
Hold up.
because I suspect it's not. Like they don't make their own motors, as far as I know. So I got a feeling they probably outsource the one or two boards that are inside that Mario figure.
Here you go.
What are you sending me a link?
Yeah, to the one Boone
Oh,
took.
all right. So let's see, boom. What's inside?
Here, I'll be right back in like a minute or two.
Yep, yep. I'm turning the audio down because I'm not sure what's being captured here. I'm curious here. Share screen, app window, share. Okay, is there a reason I can't see it now? Hmm. Oh my god, look at him prying it. That's funny. He should have used, he probably doesn't have it handy, an iPhone opening tool or anything. But if this was already defective, I guess it's not a big deal.
I've returned.
I turned off the audio and I'm just skipping through. Hopefully I don't get dinged for this.
Hopefully.
And then of course it's like, oh, beyond the brick. It's like, oh no, really? Shoot. Probably not the wisest thing for me to do, but
It's interesting, but it's horrifying looking at that screen, though.
I know. But it just goes, I mean, it makes sense, of course, that it's a square rectangle. Oh, look at that, eh?
Yeah. You could say that that you're reacting to the video.
Oh, I'm definitely reacting. I mean, this is something else. I would definitely, I'm sure someone else would do a nice zoomed in video to show us that board, though.
Mm-hmm. I kind of hoped he would put together the Mario figure without the circuitry inside and see if that would work to some degree.
Should be fine from the looks of it. Just be hollowed out eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So what was defective of the figure? Because it looks like it lit up is fine.
I don't know, but if you look at Just Too Good's figure, it's definitely defective due to the updates, I guess. Let's see.
Well, here, we'll kill that out.
See if I can find it. Okay. This is more or less what Just Too Good's figure looks like. Like he went out and bought a second one, but he was given that figure that's shown in that video early, like early access figure. And so apparently he got an early access version of the app, and so he's tried updating it with the official version, and it's just messed up his Mario now. And I'm like thinking to myself, you could factory reset it, maybe that would fix it.
Yeah.
It's content for him though, so good for him, I guess.
Okay, there is a problem. What do I gotta do? Separate it as a window. Put it over here. And share. Cool.
Okay, so there's a new rumor that we're going to be getting at least one Disney Plus Marvel set in August.
Oh, CMF series?
No, it's just an actual set.
Oh, oh. You know what? This would probably be something I should listen to. I got it muted, don't I?
Like the eyes should not be reacting like that. It's definitely weird.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that bad. And I can tell you, my Penguin Mario suit does not act like that when I put it on my Mario.
No. That's very odd. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if that don't get a claim against me, I'm not trying hard enough. Oh my goodness.
Here, go look up
Now you make.
Instagram at Lego leaks.
Oh, I'm afraid.
There's some
I tell
channels
you,
that
you
are like,
make
oh,
me.
I don't care. I don't care if I post Lego leaks. I'll be fine. I'm like, okay, famous
Yeah,
last
I've been
word.
there. Well, yeah, I remember that too. And say, yeah, there's my Mario. And then somewhere above me, I got my starter set in the world's stupidest box.
It's definitely weird. I mean, like, when I went to my Toys R Us and they're unpackaging it and wrapping the little anti-theft device, it was damaging the box, and I was like, oh, some Lego collector is going to be really cheesed. This is going to be their final option a few years down the road.
I
It's
tell you,
getting one.
I'll be very happy to toss the box on this one because it's just ridiculous.
For me, I haven't tossed a single Mario box for the fact of if I ever want to sell it, it'll sell well with the box, and like
Oh,
yeah.
for sure. If for as long as you can hold on to them, do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't let it stress you out because someone will buy it without the box, for sure.
Yeah. I remember someone in Edmonton. He said he paid up to like $40 just for the figure, Mario figure.
Well, it makes sense. Right
Yeah,
now, it's still the only way to get the first figure.
yeah, yeah. And I think they've done that on purpose. A lot of people want a Luigi figure, and I'm like, they're not gonna do that. It's just too much hassle for them because if they make an entirely different figure, is it going to be compatible with the Mario Power Ups packs that have already been released? Like,
Physically, I don't see why it wouldn't be.
yeah,
And I don't think you need much, in the way of different code. I mean, what little he says, there isn't much to it. Um, you could probably put everything he says in a couple of K of RAM, so very little, very little storage would be needed.
hmm
Certainly no more than what's in Mario. So I really don't think it'd be a big issue. And I tell you, it'd be a great way to get someone to buy another big set. Let's say you use him
yeah,
as, you use him as the holdout. I mean, it's nice that it's not the most expensive set or anything. I guess the Bowser set or whatever is.
yeah. It
I would
it's
love to have a big Bowser. I mean,
well, if you want to get super technical, the NES is the biggest Mario set.
well, I mean, I only wanted the NES, but then I got the CMFs, and I really liked them after getting them. It's like I thought they were really cool. I didn't think I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
like them, and then it's like, you know what? I might as well get the stupid Mario so I can put him on the TV and see what he
yeah, yeah,
does. I don't have any interest in getting all the other sets, even if they're discounted. It isn't going to happen. But Bowser, that'd be okay. Or let's
yeah.
say a big purchase to get Luigi, that'd be okay. But yeah, I'm not getting all the other sets. It's just not happening. I'm not getting sucked down that hole. Now, if it was Zelda, ooh, we'd be talking something different. I do
Well,
like Mario, but I tell you, if you can give me Zelda, but I think Zelda, if they do it, should be, you know, a it shouldn't be some weird, funky looking figure for one thing. It should just be minifigures. It should be sets, typical Lego style. Because there's so much potential to do Legend of Zelda stuff. Just
mhm.
and then Metroid. Oh my God, give us a Metroid set, any size. You give us a Samus. Um, hey, you could have two cracks at that whip. You could give us Samus with a ship and or whatever, or a build or something, but then you could give us a large buildable figure. How cool would that be? Size of like the Master Chief I built a year or two back. I mean, that'd be good. Or the same size as the constructible stuff, but please, not like the constructibles, more like the Halo one. Brick built, not Technic frame shit. Yeah, I really think I gotta do that Junkrat. Which would be good, because if I do that, then other than the Blizzard set, I've done the wave of stuff I wanted to do. My daughter built the red car, and I got no interest in that space shuttle looking thing. I don't have it. Or if I do, it's not in my backlog.
I think it comes with like two or three exclusive figs. My memory's a
What
little fady on that one.
what what does the shuttle?
Yeah, yeah, the big like spaceship thing.
Well, to me, they're all exclusive figs, right? For the most part. I don't do any figures appear twice in the wave.
I think Tracer does.
Kind of makes sense. That's the key character, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you the truth, my Chinese tracer that came out a year before Overwatch did is nicer than the Lego shit. In fact, I have a bunch of Overwatch figures that come from China before Overwatch Lego, and they were all nicer. Doo-doo. I used to have all kinds of ringtones that were all Mario and Nintendo based. Trust me, it grows old really quick, no matter how much of a fan of the stuff you are.
Oh yeah, my friend and I are starting to get sick and tired of listening to the 8-bit version of the TF2 Kazetski kick, whatever the heck it's called.
Oh yeah, I used to love to
Yeah.
listen to what we used to call them chip tunes or bit tunes,
hmm
but all the 8-bit stuff. Actually, I knew people who used to um, rip Game Boy games to take the chip tunes off them so that he could screw with them on his Wow, what computer would that have been? A Pentium computer. That's how old I am. And then he'd sit there and come up with his own compositions and then upload it to a writable Game Boy cartridge. And then you're basically playing a modded game with his kind of music in it. It's like, at the time it was so cool, but it's so irritating now. But we were so impressed.
Mhm.
Amazed, man. You still need to order more of these before this one wears out. I refuse to build a Mac Anthem until I get another one. Because the rubber bits on this will not survive doing that set. Especially if I got to pull apart the garbage truck.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm heading to bed, I think. Thanks for
All right.
hanging around.
No problem. Thanks for having me on.
Catch you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right, everyone, have a good night. Here, I'm going to make this full screen or something. Shazam. Let's make that one. There we go.
Thumbnail.
Yeah, well, that's what I'll do. I'll even freeze it on there afterwards. All right, have a good night. Peace.